Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you made a great morning this morning. It is Sunday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. I need more. I hope everyone's doing well. It's a snowy day here today in Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Here to do another vinyl tag. There's so many tags out there. This is the Progressive Rock Vinyl Tag 2024, created by the amazing Alex at Beer and Vinyl. I'll put the link below to Alex's channel. Again, so many tags out there. Rob Walker started off with the Vinyl Tag 2024, and that's just blown up all over the map. Every time you turn around, there's a new video happening. Super successful vinyl tag. There's a Beatles tag out there by Rachel's Ghost. Sam St. John did a Americana one. I would have loved to join into both, but time and with Sam, I don't have enough Americana music. It's not my genre, but still a great tag. But this one fits right into my alley. Progressive rock, which is my second favorite, I guess. Classical rock, progressive rock. But 20 questions in this tag. And again, thank you, Alex, for creating this tag. I've seen a few people do this one, and it's really good. So let's get started. There's 20 questions, so it's going to take a moment, but I'll try and get through them as quickly as possible. So, show a favorite debut album. I have to show this one. King Crimson, Court of the Crimson King. Sorry for the nostril glare there. Fantastic debut album by a fantastic band. Maybe not the one to get introduced to the band. If you were to say, oh, here's King Crimson, listen to this one. Took me a couple listens to like this one, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I do have a second copy somewhere. I just couldn't find it. Thank you, Glenn Calloway from the basement, for giving me a copy a couple of years ago now. And yeah, absolutely love this one. It's one of many debut albums, but this one came to mind right off the bat. King Crimson, Court of the Crimson King. Show a progressive artist or album you got in 2023 or recently. This is going to be a CD. I apologize. I'm going to show a couple of CDs, but not many. The rest of them are going to be vinyl. But this is 2023's Mirror to the Sky by Yes, their latest studio album. Kind of a Steve Howe album, because he's all over it. He produced it. Of course, he's an amazing player. But 23rd studio album from the legendary progressive rockers Yes, Steve Howe, Jeff Downes, John Zabelson, Billy Sherwood, and Jay Shellen. So it's not only got the album itself, it's got 3 bonus tracks as well. And it's a really great album. Really good stuff. I love it. Golden Jubilee, show a progressive rock album celebrating 50 years this year. Well, I've got to show another King Crimson. This is Red. 1974 release. Another amazing album. They're a trio at this point. Okay. You've got, of course, the Professor Robert Fripp on guitars and mellotron. John Wetton on bass and vocals. John Wetton was such a great player and a great vocalist as well. And Bill Bruford on percussions or drums. But really fine album. A favorite for sure by King Crimson. And I had to show it, even though I could have chosen a couple more, but this was one that came to mind as well. So 1974 release, 50 years of King Crimson and Red. Number 4, show a favorite live album. Genesis Live. It's a short album, I wish there was more songs on it. I wish it was a double album. But you got Watcher the Sky, Get Him Out by Friday, The Return of the Giant Hogweed, Musical Box, and The Knife. Yeah, really, really remarkable stuff. And amazing, amazing live album. Peter Gabriel, it's almost cartoonish, his image on the front there, but a great live album. Show a non-UK progressive rock band. These guys came to mind right off the bat. This is Kansas. And yes, Kansas is a progressive rock band in my opinion. Point of No Return. These guys are remarkable. And Lightning's Hand. I'm not going to say Dust in the Wind. That's more of a pop song. But Sparks of the Tempest. I mean, even that title is progressive. No One's Home. Hopelessly Human. And then you've got Point of No Return, the title track. Paradox, The Spider. Portrait, He Knew. I love that song. Closet Chronicles. This is definitely a progressive rock album by a non-UK band. These guys obviously from Kansas. Number 6, show a proto-prog album prior to In the Court of the Crimson King. I had to choose these guys. Yes, I feel they were progressive back in the day as well. This is the Mark I version of my favorite band. On the second album, Book of Taliesin, or Taliesin, by Deep Purple. It's not only progressive, it's psychedelic. It's, you know, you got Rod Evans on vocals, amazing vocalist. Nick Simper on bass and guitar and vocals. John Lord, of course, the king of organs and vocals. And Richie Blackmore on lead guitar. Ian Pace on drums. Just a fantastic progressive album, in my opinion. Progressive psychedelic rockin'. It's their second studio album of the Mark I version of Deep Purple, my favorite band. Number 7, show an album with an epic song over 10 to 15 minutes long. Well, how about 2112? I mean, just the song itself, the one side one is all 2112. 20 minutes and 36 seconds long. This was kind of a do or die album for the band. It's either put something out that's going to be sellable, or else leave the business, and they did with this one. I do love the backtracks on this one as well. Side 2, Passage to Bangkok, The Twilight Zone, Lessons, Tears, Something for Nothing. But yeah, the whole side 1, it's epic, it's a journey, it's progressive, it's amazing from these guys. And one of my favorite, not only favorite Canadian bands, but favorite bands from all time. Number 8, show an album with a proggy song from a non-proggy band or artist. Well, this whole album is progressive. Quadrophenia by The Who. I mean, I Am the Sea. Quadrophenia itself. The Punk Meets the Godfather, Dirty Jobs, Helpless Dancer, Sea and Sand, you know, Dr. Jimmy, The Rock, Love Reign Over Me. It's an amazing journey. This proggy, psychedelic, hard rock epic of an album. Quadrophenia, for sure. Number 9, an underrated gem, forgotten favorite artist that is definitely unappreciated. Well, I'm going to go with these guys. I mean, I love the main band, but these guys were, I guess, a side project because the drummer was in Asia. But this is Emerson, Lake and Powell with Cozy Powell on drums. It's really good. It's really good. Of course, Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, Cozy Powell, that amazing drummer that he is. It's a really good album. And it's nothing like, I shouldn't say it's nothing like their original albums, but it's I'm really liking this one. There you go. There you go. I just have to put this back. Don't get messed up. Number 9, an underrated gem, forgotten favorite artist that is underappreciated. Oh, sorry, I just did that one. Number 10. Album featuring your favorite prog vocalist. I had to go with Gentle Giant and Freehand. Another remarkable album. You know, Ray Schumann, Derek Schumann. Derek Schumann is a remarkable vocalist on this one. And yeah, it's on the Green Capital label. Yeah, I love it. Great album. I've got the Steven Wilson remix of this as well. And I do have another copy of this one also, but it's the cover's not that great. The Schumann brothers really were the heart and soul of Gentle Giant for sure. Number 11 is the prog. Is it prog? Question mark. Show an album you describe as art rock. Well, how about Alan Parsons Project? Okay. This is the turn of a friendly card. It's art rock. It's progressive rock. Okay. It's an amazing album. You've got Maybe a Price to Pay, Games People Play. You know, that's art rock at its best right there. Time, I Don't Want to Go Home. The Golden Bug, turn of a friendly card. That's over 16 minutes long, and that turns that one into a progressive album, even though it's kind of an art rock album. But yeah. Show a solo album from an artist from a prog band. Well, I'm going to go with John Anderson. And this is Oleus of Sun Hello. Just that cover alone is progressive. And I've got it in upside down. It's got the original sleeve on it. But John Anderson, one of my favorite artists for sure. As far as singers, I could have shown him as one of my favorite singers. But this is a fantastic album. Really, really good stuff. Number 13, Jack of all trades, master of all. Show a genre-bending album or artist. Just recently picked these guys up. Just recently discovered them. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards, an Australian band. This is not only progressive, it's art rock, it's hard rock. Look at that splatter. That's just gorgeous too. This is really, really good. Greenhouse. It's also stoner rock as well. Greenhouse, Heat Death, Beginner's Luck, Barefoot Desert, Muddy Water, Superposition, Down in the Sink, The Great Chain of Being, All Is Known, I'm Sleeping in the Wheel. This is a great example of later progressive rock. Done so well by these guys, and every album is different. They go from Americana to hard and heavy rock, but this one here is probably one of my favorite albums. Yeah, by these guys for sure. Where am I at here? show us, oh, I did that one, number 13. Number 14, the 80s called. Show an album from the 80s. Well, I've got to go again with CD, and I need a new cover for this one. But this is the Fish era of Marillion and Misplaced Childhood. I've got to get the vinyl of this one as well, but what a fantastic album this one is. The big hit, Kaylee on it, Pseudo Silk Kimono, Lavender, Bittersweet, Heart of the Lethean, Waterhole, Espresso, Bongo, Lords of the Backstage, Blind Curve, Childhood's End, and White Feather by the amazing Fish and Marillion. I do love the later version of of Marillion, but I love the Fish era of Marillion for sure. But this is a great 80s progressive rock album. Not Dead Yet, show a later career album. Well, I just got this one on Friday. I don't know how progressive it is, but this guy obviously came from a progressive rock band, because I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but I'm going to show it. This is Peter Gabriel and I.O., the latest release, just 2023 release. Late though, like December of 2023. But again, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but it's got a bright side and a dark side to this one. Bright side, dark side, inside mixes. But that's the latest album from Mr. Peter Gabriel. Obviously from Genesis. Fantastic solo career. Still going at 76, I want to say. But yeah, great stuff. Number 16, An Artist You Miss. This guy, he was progressive. He was he was everything. He was out there for sure. But this is Mr. Frank Zappa. Happens to be live in New York. Great double album by Mr. Frank Zappa. But you talk about progressive rock. A lot of his songs were very progressive, as well as instrumentally amazing, because he was an amazing artist, amazing conductor of music. Even though his songs were out there, sometimes comical, sometimes weird, but definitely progressive artist. And you wonder what he would have been producing or making if he was still around today. I definitely miss him. Prog Goes Pop, show a progressive pop album. I gotta go with ELO, Out of the Blue. This is a double album by these guys. Combination of obviously pop music, but very progressive songs as well. And it's all over the place. You've got the orchestra going on. You've got everything else that you want in a ELO album. But it's one fine progressive pop album. And yeah, ELO, Out of the Blue. Number 18, show a progressive album with cover art you love. I gotta go with my favorite Jethro Tull album, Aqualung. This is a classic album. I mean, just that weird bum on the street eyeing little girls. Kind of creepy. This is the Steven Wilson remix of this album, and it sounds fantastic, as everything that Steven Wilson touches. But yeah, great album. I could have shown a dozen albums of covers that I love, especially that John Anderson one. An album you recommend to a non-progressive fan? Well, I think this is probably one of their more accessible albums. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. If you were getting into Pink Floyd, I would start maybe with this one. Again, more accessible. Okay. And we all know this album. It's an amazing album. And favorite prog album of all time. I'm going to show another Pink Floyd, but I have to. Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, this is a classic It's this is not an original. This is a remastered one, but fantastic, fantastic stuff. So there you have it, guys. There are 20 questions about prog rock. Thank you, Alex from Beer and Vinyl, to come up with this tag. I'll be putting the link below to his channel. And thanks again. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.